This is my new self-defense tips and words of wisdom and advice that will help all young girls and women. If you suspect if your abusive ex-husband or boyfriend is sending somebody to your home to spy on you to see if you're all by yourself so they can try to harm you in some kind of a very, very bad way. First, always remember, especially if you're under some kind of a threat from them, especially a death threat, always trust your gut feeling and instinct and be aware of your background and surroundings. And be aware of suspicious looking people that either drive, walk by your house, apartment, or wherever you live, especially if you've never seen them before. Why? Because they might have been sent by your abusive ex-husband or boyfriend. And second, always be ready and especially prepared for anything, especially if you know or suspect they were sent by your abusive ex-husband or boyfriend to spy on you to see if you're all by yourself. And also, as legendary martial artist Bruce Lee once said, never take your eyes off your opponent even when you bow. In other words, never take your guard down for even 1 second, especially if you know or suspect that your abusive ex-husband or boyfriend is having somebody to stalk you to see and spy to see if you're all by yourself at your home. Why? Because if you take your guard down for even 1 second, they will take advantage of that, and that's what they're hoping. Always keep your guard up. Be aware of your background and surroundings. Trust your gut feeling and instinct, and always be ready and especially prepared for anything they might or will try to do to try to harm you in some kind of a very, very bad way or hurt people around you, such as people in your own family or close friends. And also, as Kevin Conroy said when he voiced Batman back in the 90s, expect the unexpected. In other words, expect anything bad to happen, especially if you are under a death threat from your abusive ex-husband or boyfriend. And third, always let somebody know what's going on, whether it's your new boyfriend or husband, or let your parents know, or a close friend or other family members, and also let the police know that you suspect or know that your abusive ex-husband or boyfriend may have sent someone to spy on you to see if you're all by yourself, and especially if you're under some kind of a threat from them, and especially if it's a death threat. These self-defense tips and words of wisdom and advice will help all young girls and women. If you suspect or know that your abusive ex-husband or boyfriend is sending someone to spy on you at your home to see if you're all by yourself so they can try to harm you in some kind of a very, very bad way of some kind, they will help, trust me. And may God be with all his children always.